Yo, what's good? I'm back. Try to ignore the barking. My dog is she is very loud. I apologize. But I just got back from seeing Lilo and Stitch, the live action version. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was not gonna see this movie at all. The only reason I went to see this is because for years I've been going to Lincoln Square 13 to that Dolby Cinema, but not once have I been up to the balcony rows, because I never knew where they were. Yesterday I was on Reddit and some guy was like, "Oh, first time at the balcony at Dolby and Lincoln Square." I'm like, what rows are that? And then it was like, "Oh, it's row the last three rows all the way in the back. Those are the balcony seats." So I'm like, "Shit, man, I really want to experience the balcony." And it just so happened that Lilo and Stitch was the only new thing that came out that I could see in Dolby. It was a 9:30 showing, so very early. But I'm glad because Let me just preference this by saying I never saw the original animated version. I will. So this is just me purely unbiased going off of the live action version. I had a really good time, a better time than I thought, and I also enjoyed the balcony seats. I thought the balcony was really cool, and the way the screen looks from I was sitting in like the one row behind the front row of the balcony because people were saying that the bar at the row all the way in the front is a little distracting, so I got a row back, and it was honestly the perfect view. I think it was row L. So that's W. The theater wasn't that packed. There was this one little family sitting to the left of me, and then everyone else I think was on the base level where I usually go. But I had a really good time with this movie, and after being on the balcony row, I would get it again. I would get it again. I would sit up there again. It's pretty. It's like a nice little vibe up there. And it was a first time experience. So, yes, this movie is about an alien, Stitch, who crash lands on Earth after escaping his creators trying to destroy him because they think he's dangerous. And he ends up meeting Lilo, a Hawaiian girl. It takes place in Hawaii. They also have the characters have a Hawaiian flag on the at the front of their house, and for those who don't know, the capital of Hawaii is Honolulu. I would hope most people would know that though, and it is obviously one of the 50 U.S. states, one of two that's not connected to the rest of the U.S., the other one being Alaska. So yeah, there's that. I like to sprinkle a little geography in there. But yeah, it takes place in Hawaii. We follow Lilo and her sister not after, but her sister is like her new guardian since their parents are dead. Her sister's name is Nani, which the whole movie I just was thinking of the Japanese word, which is, Nani, in which means what in Japanese. I'm sorry if that was cringe. I apologize. The anime nerd in me came out. If you can see, I have a Goku cereal, but yeah. Moving on. Yeah, so Lilo meets Stitch at this dog place because Stitch tries to blend in. There are two aliens going after him, the one who created him, and then an officer, like some galactic patrol type shit. So yeah, they're after him. There's also a detective that's looking into the spaceship that he crash landed in. So yeah, honestly, from what people are saying that it's kind of mid. But honestly, from an unbiased standpoint, from someone who hasn't seen the animated movie, I will see it. I have to say I had a really good time with this movie. It was fun, it was a fun little lighthearted kids movie, Nothing too serious, just, a nice film to take you and your kids, or maybe you and your friends, if you don't have anything else to do. But for the people who have seen the animated movie, I'm pretty sure they have some criticism, some nitpicks that they're going to throw in there, some changes to the story that I don't know. I'll know when I watch the animated movie. I might watch it later today. But essentially, skipping through the plot a little bit, her sister isn't the greatest guardian, and Child Protective Services have pulled up talking about some, oh, we need, it's what's best for Lilo if you two just separate, if you release guardianship, and then lots of things happen. Lilo and Stitch defeat the big bad of the movie, and everyone finds out that Stitch is an alien, and they let him stay with the girl, stay with Lilo, and then her sister goes off to become a marine biologist like she always wanted, while Lilo stays with their family friend, I think, this older woman. So there's that. And happy ending. Yay. Her sister was pretty funny. So was Lilo. And Stitch was cool. I honestly, I enjoyed it. Okay. This is just unfiltered eyes. I enjoyed the movie. Would I see it again? Probably not, but it was a fun time. I don't really have any like strong opinions on the movie. This isn't this isn't something that I could really delve deep into. Like if it was a horror movie or any other genre. This is just a Disney kids movie. So it's you could. What I will say is the scene where her sister goes back to save Stitch and like runs underwater. That was pretty cool. That was pretty dope. Hopefully that's in the animated movie. I'm pretty sure it is, but that was cool. And yeah, this might be my most bland movie review ever. I feel like it's just because this is a kids movie, so it's like there's not a lot to talk about other than the fact that I enjoyed it for what it was. I enjoyed the characters. I enjoyed the comedy. I enjoyed the banter between Lilo and Stitch and Lilo and her sister. And that was about it. Nothing too crazy. I had a good time. So that's it, bruh. It's only 7 minutes. What can you do? This has been my very short, very bland review for Lilo and Stitch. This is probably the most impulsive thing I ever done because I literally just did this so that I can experience the balcony section of the Dolby Cinema. But it was worth it because I ended up enjoying the movie. So there's that. All right, man. I'm the Hero Light Legend, Tyree Figueroa, signing out. Peace.